I'm Geordie and I'm here with Matt Steves.
And I'm Matt Steves, I'm here with Geordie. Today we're going to be talking to you about the Carlton in general, as a whole. Supercoach, ladder predictions. Who's good, who's crap, not to pick. Rookies up and coming, just a lot for all you Carlton scumbags out there. Just for you to get a whiff.
Very, very good.
Sure, thank you. I think you look very good too.
Now, thanks for coming back off, champ. It's good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too, yeah.
Oh, God, guys.
You're right, Jen? Oh, God. Dude.
I'm just here, talking in my element.
Just another day.
Talking about Supercoach. I love it. Who would you rather fucking be?
Oh, well, Macca's, I'm pretty hungry.
No,
sorry.
KFC. Fuck, Macca's KFC.
KFC. That's what
Send us another bucket, KFC. We'll eat it on the podcast.
We'll eat it. You know, there's people actually pay people to watch it eating.
Guys, if you want to watch me eat...
If you want to watch us eat, just send us $30 and we'll be eating a nice big bucket of zingers right in front of you.
Now, anyway. Carlton, ins and outs. I asked you to get up to them, but you didn't.
Oh, look, I didn't do it. It's Carlton.
Akers
is in on the new wing. Out is Setterfield, going to the Bombers. Another in is... I think the best in that I really love
the draft pick. Ollie Hollands. He's good.
He's my favourite. He's my favourite.
I thought that Philippou was your favourite.
Philippou, I like
this. This is not saying good podcast. We won't talk about him.
Nah, I just like but Ollie Hollands, as far as
what's the best premium champ? Tell me the best premium champ. I don't talk.
I'm going to surprise you. You're probably going to hate me, and maybe everyone else is going to disagree. But I like Doherty as the best premium.
I have Doherty as my best premium too.
You know how old Doherty is?
Best premium to pick. You know why? Because I ain't picking Paddy Cripps in the midfield when I've got Tom Mitchells, Lairds, Bants, Millers, Olivers, Petrarcas, Merritts.
Sure
in the back line, I've got Stewart, Dacos. Who's next? Sinclair, Doherty. So, by that logic...
Okay, that's your logic. I actually think Doherty will average the most out of
more than Cripper?
George, I
know I got some blue baggers on him. Matty Anderson. Blue bagger. Michael Nacita, blue bagger. Tell Matty that he is fucked. And tell him not to bring drugs into my house because clearly only a drug addict would say something like that.
George, I told you not to say anything. So it's been years.
I'm clean now.
I'm clean. Geordie, I think Doherty... I read some nice 60 stats the other day. Doherty, playing in the midfield these last 3 games, guess what he averaged?
130.
128.
Yeah.
Well, she's out again.
He's not out.
He's out.
Yeah, that's what I need.
Like, Doherty averages last year 108 as a defender. He averaged 128 as a midfielder. Like, I just think if he's in the midfield...
I like him better as a defender.
I like him. I just like him.
Because I think anyone can score well against Collingwood, and that was one of the last games he played.
No, but he also played against Melbourne and Geelong, and that's pretty hard
yeah, okay.
Like, you pretty much played the grand final team and got 128 average. Like, I just think Doherty, wherever he is, I think he's good besides the forward line. Doherty, stay in the back line, stay in the midfield, and take some centre bounces. But no, after that,
centre bounces or kick out?
Centre bounces ain't kick outs. Take them oath. Whenever you go for a centre bounce, go back to the back line and take a kick in. Just
interesting.
I don't know. I just feel he's in my team, Jules. Like what?
Is he?
Yeah. My team's changed. Doherty. Have a look at his.
Doherty's in your back line?
He's in my back line.
With Stewart?
Right next to Stewart.
With Dacos? You got rid of your comments, but you got rid of Dacos for Doherty? You fucking disgusting.
I'm fine. Champ, you were cheering. Took Miller over Tom Mitchell last week.
That's Took Miller. This is your arch enemy. Doherty.
I like Doherty.
All right, if you like him.
The same reason.
Dacos for Doherty?
I'm going to try to find them both, but look, I like Doherty at the moment, and looking at his numbers and the previous numbers, obviously he had a shit year because of injury or because of his illness, and he came back and just came all guns blazing. I still think he's got a lot more to give for Carlton. He's not older than you think. I know he's got...
How old is he?
29 this year. So I like my 29-year-olds, and those 29-year-olds...
you heard that. If you're 29, watch out, champ. Matty likes you.
Love you. I'm talking about you, Tom Stewart. So I think you're even over 29. Doherty's over 29. Laird, you're 29. Neil, 29. McRae, turning 28. Like, there's some real good superstars that are at that magic. That's my magic number, the 28, 29-year-old. So
but statistically, Okay.
Statistically what?
They're not backed up. That's when they start to decline.
Jaws, they have experience. They know. You know.
So does Pendlebury and Dangerfield.
Oh, they're superstars.
They weren't they?
Yeah, they're 35 years old. Just wait. They still got another 6 years before they start declining. Another 6 years.
6 years of 130.
3 years ago, Pendles was averaging 124. And he would have been 33. Stop rubbing your face. These guys have experience. If they're playing AFL, that means the body's fit. They're training with the rest of the young players with the same facilities.
So Mumford, who's still on the list, he's on the
He's
AFL.
a ruckman. He's a big lumbering punching bag, the ruckman that will knock anyone out. That he'll eat people.
Anyway,
he's not a player. He's just a monster.
He's not a player.
He's not AFL. He's
not a man.
He's a monster.
He's a monster. All right.
He's a monster.
Let's get on to our breakout years, chat. I'd love to hear who you have for this because this was hard for me.
It was hard for me too, and that's why I went into a direction in the ruck. I think Tom De Koning, if there's going to be a breakout year, if there's going to be a breakout year for Carlton and for them to do better than what they did.
Is he their number one ruck? Because I'm pretty sure when Pianette was fit, they liked Big Pio.
They got big raps on Tom De Koning.
They do. That's why I'm like, fuck, who is their number one ruckman? I know they love Tom De Koning.
I kind of feel it is Tom De Koning, and I kind of feel if he gets his act together and Carlton gets their act together and he's fit on the field, I think he's got the potential to have a breakout year, just like his brother did. Because those De Konings, there's something there that they've got some oomph about them. Too bad he couldn't beat, our boy Nick Dacos in the Rising Star, which is his brother. But Tom, I feel he's got a really...
People don't know Nick Dacos is our second cousin.
It is. It's our mum's first cousin's kid. Yes. So
we're pretty much the same.
We're blood. We're blood.
We're pretty much Dacos.
Yes, we are. That's our maiden name. Yes.
No one's going to believe us.
No one's going to. It doesn't
Just
matter.
like your Oliver stint.
That doesn't matter. No, look, I don't want to talk about that because I got told off for it. But anyway, moving forward, Tom De Koning is my breakout. He's got a good midfielder around him, and I think if he can get there, I think he could have a really good Supercoach. Who's yours? George, I'm intrigued to know who you went with.
Now I got two.
Okay.
Because I think they're not huge breakouts, so I think I've got to have
Did you
pick
get two because your first one was not good enough for a breakout reason? Because
I got two because I feel like either of these players can go to the next level. Mitch McGovern for Carlton around the 300k. I can see him when he's fully fit being that intercept player like Jeremy McGovern at West Coast and getting up that mark, and I can see him doing a lot better, averaging around the 90s, eventually becoming around that 500,000 mark if he's fit. Because when he was fit and was playing full games, he looked like a very damaging, took some kickouts as well. He'd done a lot of intercept marking, and he could be, if he's in the sim, like, his brother in, West Coast, as you said, his brother in Geelong. Mm-hmm. They're in a similar mould, and I reckon he could definitely be that kind of player.
But you've got those Wiederings and those Plowmans and all these other...
Plowman ain't doing what McGovern's doing. He's a big fucking unit that can take that.
Mitch McGovern can take a pluck.
And Wiedering, definitely great defender, but they're going to want him on the best one every week.
Every game, yeah.
I got another one, Chera, because with Welsh out, I know he averages a lot higher when Welsh is out, so...
I think that makes more sense than the first one.
I think there's two. I'm giving you a bit of both, guys. I'm giving you a bit of midfield, a bit of defence. Chera could be really, really good without Welsh. I know Matty Anderson would love that. And...
Was it Matty Anderson? Didn't Matty Anderson want us to reach out to Chera for him?
Yeah. I don't even know his number, Matty. I don't know where to start. I have to go down the ladder of AFL players I know. Yeah, Chera could if he gets in that constant midfield rotation with, Cripps, Hewitt and that, and he becomes one of the regulars, I can see him around the 580 mark.
I think so too. I think he's got the frame and the age to be a breakout because obviously being behind the Brownlow medalist and one of the best midfielders in Sam Walsh, it's going to be very hard to be looked at. And any other team, Hawthorn, St Kilda, Essendon, he could be potentially the number one. He's got a lot of work. He's got a lot of work to do. Yeah, definitely not Jack Steele, but he's got a lot of work to do to have that breakout year because
he's a really good player though. He I reckon fuck this ring rule.
Well, they use him as a tagger at his start of the career, so who knows? But no, I like that one. I think Mitch McGovern is washed up old hag that
he's not washed up or old.
He's washed up. He played from Adelaide and he went to Carlton, and I just feel that
he got injured. He was doing well, then he got injured.
He always gets injured.
He's a young kid.
He's not that well.
He's not like Zorko.
No, but he's lumbering. He's tall. He's got big limbs that hurt a lot easier because he's not fit. He's just not fit. He's not Zorko. No.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, I can see it happening. I can see him averaging 90.
Yeah. Okay. I don't. I can see him maybe averaging 90 in 7 games because he's injured. Anyway, I like Chera.
I like them both. Now, let's go to...
Don't touch.
Don't touch. Ooh, who are you
Don't
not
touch
touching?
Mitch McGovern.
Is that what you know? I'm joking. Tom DeConing. Well, what is the DeConing?
No.
The rock situation there is up in the air.
Like, I just gotta feel, like, I'm gonna say Sam Walsh don't touch, obviously because he's injured, but I'm saying it now, but he's a superstar player. I'm not saying don't touch him, but for 1.4% of people that have picked Sam Walsh, don't touch him. What are you doing? Like, I hope none of them are in our league. Like,
let them touch him.
1.4% of people have got Sam Walsh, so why are you touching him? He's gone for like 6-7 weeks of the season.
Maybe there's some Hawthorn supporters that didn't tune in.
Maybe not. Well, no, wait a minute. No, because Carlton didn't even make the finals. Because Collingwood. Anyway, sorry, Matt Anderson. We don't want you to leave.
Carlton, we're here for you guys today.
So, okay, so that was just point one. That was just
I think you're taking the easy way out by picking an injured player.
I'm just saying, part one. I think don't touch Nick Newman. Nick Newman, like...
He's got potential, though.
That's what I'm saying. He's a trap in a sense, because how many times did we want to pick him in and, he's...
I haven't really wanted to pick him in all that often.
Before, because when he came to Sydney played him pretty well in the back line and he used to average up to that mid-80s and only had a few games and got discounted and we flirted the idea and, I think we got him one year.
I mean, I ghosted him one year. Yeah. I didn't flirt.
Like, I flirted him a little bit. But Nick Newman, I just feel that, he is a ball accumulator. When he came from Sydney to Carlton, he hasn't really matched that energy that he had, and I don't feel that he will with Doherty's and Sards running off the back line. So for me, Sam Walsh, part one.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. I think he's a don't touch.
Is he part of your...
No. Who I have is Zach Williams.
Oh, exactly.
Now, let's speak about people that are broken down, injured all the time. Zach Williams, can't trust him. Even if he had a full preseason, which I have not even heard if he has had full season. Don't touch him. He's going to get injured again.
Oh, yeah. I think Nick Newman and Zach Williams, mate, do you want to wag footy today? We'll go for coffees or,
They got a new bunch of players that need us.
Yeah.
Them two, don't touch. Pretty simple, guys. If anyone of you considering them, now's your chance to really not touch them.
No, I agree.
Rookie, I'm pretty sure we got the same rookie here.
Oh, Ollie Hollands.
Ollie Hollands.
I'm in love with it. Like, he was so good. I'll say it again. I've seen
if he's named round one, which are we thinking he is champ?
He potentially might be. I think he's got all the potential to be burning up the preseason tracks and impressing the coaches and the leadership group for him to get a game. There's nothing wrong with him. He's so good, and I'm just so disappointed. So disappointed that he went to Carlton, not because I don't like Carlton, because obviously the midfield depth of Carlton is one of the best in AFL. Mm-hmm. And for someone like that in the Supercoach level, you would want him to be playing for Hawthorn, St Kilda, Essendon, somewhere where there's a gap or there's something that you can...
But if he gets a game round one, it doesn't really matter because...
I feel look...
They're going to play him a half forward?
I'll see they'll play him at half forward on the wing and it will be 66% to 70% game time.
And then 8 CBAs of 6 CBAs.
But look, he needs to have a break. He needs to really prove himself.
Really amazing talent, that Ollie Hollands. We think he's going to
one day, like...
He's going to be one of the ones to get in a couple of years.
It's going to be one of those Petreski-Setons, like a high draft pick to the point where he was really well spoken about, skilled. He went to West Coast, but they played him out. Carlton played him out of position and done shit in Super. And he had so much talent, and I hope they don't do.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Oh, there you go.
Well, there you go. Petreski said, "Now, champ, big call. Where do you have them on the ladder?"
I have them 10th. Where do you have them?
10th.
Do you have them 10th?
I have them 10th as well.
Do you have them 10th too? Like, yeah, I've got.
You actually know, your football champ. So far, it's pretty similar, except for I know there's some Adelaide Crow supporters that weren't happy with where you put them on the.
Jaws.
And I agree with them. They're not going to be bottom 3 side.
No, I think they could be
bottom 3.
Well, look, if you want to go through it all again.
No. Let's just stick to Carlton. 10th. Sorry, guys, you're missing finals again. I actually, if there was a range where you could go, I think they can break the 8 quite easily. I just don't think Walsh being injured at the start of the year is not good. Even though he's progressing a little bit faster.
I just feel like they have a losing culture. Like they're
just a bunch of losers.
No. In the sense of they've lost so many. Like we're Collingwood support. I don't even hate Carlton anymore because they lose so much. like they have lost so much in the whole from 2000 to date. Like they've only been relevant last year, and even then, what was it? The last 5 minutes of the season, and you're out of the 8 because of us.
And we're in the top 4, but we lost it anyway. So.
We lost anyway. I'm not saying we're like whatever. I'm just I being a Collingwood supporter, I don't put us anywhere near what we finish. I believe Collingwood did overachieve, which we'll talk about that in the next video because it's.
But that should okay.
So yeah, I got him at 10. Geordie's got him at 10.
We both have your 10th. I wouldn't be surprised if you pushed up into the 8 at all because there's so much talent on that list.
And the run is not good. The run, like obviously that.
So much talent. Cripps can do whatever the hell he wants. He can strike anyone high and.
What do they need to fix up?
What do they need to fix up? I like their midfield, absolutely 100%. I like the Kerno up forward. I like the defence too.
I like their spine.
I think if that DeConing has a breakout year, that could be a bit of a cog in their premiership window that they need.
I like everything about them, the spine, the midfield, the goal sneaks, what they have on the list. What their problem is, I think, is their doctors and the guys that treat them, because all these superstar players have been injured for years.
Well, it's not really their doctors. It's just whatever. There's players at some point.
Well, the treatment, because, there's some players that play 22 games for 7 years and
they're just players with broken down bodies. They're just built differently.
Well, that's my point. Like, you prep, you prepare.
The doctors can only put so much ice on that hamstring.
Not enough ice.
Anyway. But there you had it, Blue Boys.
That's it, Blue Boys. But I kind of like the list, and I kind of feel that...
If Sam Walsh, by the way, was fit and healthy, I'd be picking him as a premium midfielder, and I'd have to find someone to get rid of because I like Walshy that much. And it's so fucking shit to see Walshy injured again because I reckon he's absolute star. Before, not last year, the year before that, he was just absolute gun. I can't wait to see him next year. He's going to be peaked, injured for preseason. So maybe next year will be the year. But
this is why I think what they need to be better. You look at Melbourne's list. When have you seen Oliver or Petrarca? Even when Gawn breaks the fucking league, he's back in 2 weeks in firing. It's the medical staff at Carlton. I don't like them.
It's not about the medical staff. It's just about the players. Obviously, Oliver and Petrarca have more resilient bodies.
If you're sick for a sore throat, you go to the doctors and prescribe you something for a headache. You're not getting...
So you're saying the doctors are malpracticing at Carlton? No, they're not. They're not.
Get better.
Okay.
Get better and
the
make
doctors
Carlton
broke, Walsh's back. You heard it here first, folks.
They did.
All right, guys. We're shooting into the next podcast of Collingwood.
All right.
And we'll catch you there. Guys, like and subscribe if you're new here. We're going to be doing the whole kitty caboodle. Whole kitty caboodle.
See you guys.
See us.